In a heated 1st Congressional District race, Republican Matt Mowers appears to have some momentum. Recent polls show the contest either shifting in his favor or put him within the margin of error against Democratic incumbent Chris Pappas.
We are just really enthused by the support that we're getting.
This campaign is being fought in the bomb crater of last week's contentious Granite State debate, when Mowers accused Pappas of not being sufficiently transparent about a personal relationship with a former lobbyist.
With all due respect, you've been dating a corporate lobbyist who actually was lobbying on behalf of Amazon at a time when you then went on to cast 10 separate votes on Amazon's behalf on bills they lobbied you on.
Matt.
Yes, it is, Congressman.
Matt,
it absolutely is. In fact, you
Matt,
know, even
that
on
is not true.
It absolutely is.
And how dare you? Because look, you're the one who gets paid by pharmaceutical companies.
Now, Pappas has not violated any laws or rules of Congress, but Mowers is faulting the congressman for allegedly denying the relationship in the heat of the debate.
He's now calling you a liar because of that.
Well, it's ridiculous, and he doesn't have his facts straight. And he just wants to distract from the fact that he's on the payroll of the special interests in Washington, D.C.
The Pappas campaign keeps pointing to Mowers' international consulting work after leaving the State Department in 2019. Records indicate Mowers earned up to $1 million, but in his financial disclosure, it's not easy to decipher who was paying him.
You've talked to us about the nonprofits, the charitable work overseas. What about the companies, though, that are in that section that's so hard to read?
Well, no, I mean, I've been fully transparent, Adam. You've asked me about the type of work that I do, and I've been transparent, open, and honest about it because that's what folks expect.
How voters sort this all out remains to be seen. The trend line in the polls since September favors Mowers, but Pappas says he always expected this race to be close.
We always knew this would come down to the wire, and it always does in the 1st District.
Adam Sexton, WMUR, News 9.